If you're not using a growth investing strategy for stock picking, you should be. Growth investing is the most profitable investing strategy with a long track record of incredible returns. The financial press all agree. However, growth investing is also the hardest investing strategy for the average investor to understand and gather information. Many investing sources only advise growth investors to use 1. A growth mutual fund, or 2. A stock screener to find companies with historical growth in earnings per share, EPS, and sales. However, a growth mutual fund includes fees that investors will want to avoid, and screening for a company's historical growth is not the best selection tool for future growth. What these investing sources are not saying that the pros know is the essential step on which fund managers spend millions of dollars, hire a large staff of analysts, and devote hours interviewing CEOs to scrutinize which new industries will have the highest growth in the next few years, and what are the major players in those industries. Industry analyst research companies, like Barnes Reports, are where the leading investment banks and mutual funds purchase their industry analysis reports on rapidly expanding industries. Growth investing industries typically have one or more characteristics. Number 1, they are composed of new, young companies that are expected to expand their sales rapidly in the short term. Number 2, they disrupt and transplant older traditional industries. Number 3, they are built on advanced technologies. Industry analysts publish comprehensive reports on these growth industries that fund managers spend $4,000 to $6,000 for each industry report. The 5G services industry is the 5th-generation cellular technology that is expected to provide a faster means of communication as compared to the previous 4G networks technology. 5G services will be based on small cell transmitters that will be ubiquitous, rather than the current large cell transmitters on cell towers. This new infrastructure will reduce costs for 5G operators that consume less power, but that cover much smaller service areas than typical 4G towers. It is possible that wireless operators will need 400 times more small cell towers than the large towers currently deployed. These smaller towers will conceivably change the local landscape and be better integrated within cities and towns, like lampposts and power poles. Here are the top 3 reasons why 5G services will grow at such a high rate over the next 5 years. Number 1, 5G services providers promise the transfer of data is so fast that it will match cable and fiber optic speeds. This means that wireless providers will be even more competitive with cable services. Number 2, 5G services are expected to make the adoption of a number of new technologies possible. Driverless automobiles need 5G speeds for messages to be transmitted between sensors and then get to the computer in each car to match human decision speeds, 2 milliseconds. Another technology 5G services will benefit is virtual reality applications. A believable, real-time sensory environment to a wireless user requires 5 gigabits per second of bandwidth for the connection between that cloud-based server and its user. Number 3, according to Qualcomm, 5G will be supporting a wide range of industries, products, and services by 2035 for a total of $13.2 trillion globally. That will create 22.3 million new jobs and $2.1 trillion in GDP growth. The 5G services are not just telecommunications corporations. Telecom equipment providers will be manufacturing and installing tens of thousands of small cell transmitters. Smartphone manufacturers will be developing new phones that can take advantage of the new data transfer speeds. These phones and small cells will need new 5G-compatible computer chips manufactured by semiconductor companies. Cloud computing and subscription-based software companies will be developing new applications for smartphones and tablets to match these new 5G speeds. Here are some of the corporations that will experience sales growth from the new 5G services industry. According to Barnes Reports, a leading industry analysis company, the 5G services industry is forecast to grow by 50.5% annually from 2020 to 2026. The U.S. industry will be $633 billion by 2026. If you found this video helpful in your growth investing strategy, please like and subscribe to the Growth Investing Guru channel.